In the previous video, I have shown that how to send push notification to web browser and how to display a pop-up notification using notification API of JavaScript. So now I'll use a Bootstrap template for admin dashboard and display notification there. So I have already downloaded a Bootstrap template. Let me show you. So we'll use this template and we'll display notification count here, and when we click on this we will display our notification here. So let me copy all the assets in the CI4 project. So for this we'll first copy all the assets into our public directory of CI4 project. So go to your CI4 project, then go to public and paste this here. Now go to your project, and here we are already working on the admin dashboard. So I'll create a new file here and I'll name it as dashboard.php, and I'll paste this whole code in this file. Now I'll separate the header and footer for this file so I can use it in all files. So I'll copy this and create a new file. I'll name it as footer.php. Now go to top of the page and I'll copy this in the header.php file. Okay, so let's create a function for this view. So go to your admin controller and dashboard, and I'll use dashboard, and now reload the web page and navigate to this page. So I have to create the root as well. So go to roots and I'll create a new root named as dashboard, and now visit this page. So now I have to include the header and footer. So I'll include this using include function, and I'll pass the name of our header file, and the same I'll include the footer at the bottom of the page. Now save the file and reload the web page. Okay, so header is linked up, but the view is not loaded properly because we have to fix the assets URLs. So go to the header.php file, and now we have to use exact URL. For this we can use base URL function, and we can pass our file here. Now save this file, and we have to do this as well. Save the file and reload the web page, and our view is almost loaded, but we have to do this for JavaScript files as well. And let's see if there is any other file. Okay, so now we have to go to the footer file, and I'll replace all of them. Now try to reload. So now JavaScript files are also included. Now we have to fix these images as well. but we will do that later. So let's work on this first. So whenever we receive a notification, we will simply increase the count and display it here. So let's inspect this, and we have to navigate to this code. So let me close all other files and now search for that. Okay, so we have to show our count here, so we can use this class in JavaScript to display count. So simply copy the name of this, but before this we have to do this Firebase stuff in our footer file. So copy this code and paste at the end of our footer file. Okay, so now we have configured our dashboard with Firebase console. So what we will do, whenever we receive a notification, so let's make the default value of notification badge to 0 so that we can increase its value. So copy the class name. So here we can use this class to display count here. So we can use jQuery here. So I'll use dot because it's class name and then the name of class, and here I can use the text function to display text on this class. So before this we have to first create a counter here. So we will store a counter in the local storage so that we can increase that counter whenever we receive a new notification. So for this purpose I'll use local storage API. So I'll create a new variable named as count, and I'll get the value from local storage. Initially that notification count key is undefined, so I'll check if the count exists, then I'll update the local storage. The key will be this, and then I'll add 1 in this count and save inside this key. Because this is a string value, so I have to pass this to int. So I can use parseInt function and I'll pass the count variable, and then I can add 1. Otherwise I'll simply save 1. So this means that if we have that count variable, then we will convert that string value to integer value and then add 1 in this value and save inside this key inside the local storage. Otherwise I'll save 1. So now we have the notification counter, so I can use that counter and display on this span. So now I can get latest value from local storage and display here. Now save this file and reload the web page. Now go to Firebase console. Now I'll duplicate one of the notification here. Now let's send a test message, and as you can see the count is increased. Let's send this again. Count is again updated, but as you can see the count of mail is also increased because I think both are using same class. Yes, both of them have the common class, so I'll use ID here and I'll name it as notification counter. Now reload the web page. Now I'll send notification again, and as you can see, now only count of notification is increased. So now we have to work on this pop-up. So whenever we click on this, we'll get newly received notification from Firebase. So let's go inside the dashboard.php file. So here is a view which is displayed on the pop-up. So we will remove. Now reload the web page. Yes, now we have only one notification. So we'll remove all the notifications from here, and I'll create a new div here, and I'll pass ID as notification container. Now we will append our notification in this div using this ID. So just go to our JavaScript code, and here just after increasing the count, we will append our HTML in that div. So I can use notification container dot append, and here I can pass my HTML string. So I'll pass my string. Let me format my code. So let's try to save this file and reload the web page. Now I'll send new notification from Firebase. Now send new notification again, and as you can see, the new notification is displayed on the pop-up. So now we will customize this date and text as well. So here we will display our title which is coming from the Firebase notification. So I'll use $, and I'll get body from this data. I'll get title from this data. Okay, so now use this title here, and I'll use current date here so that I can display the received time of that notification. So here I'll not display date, I'll simply display the time because I'm just showing today's notification. You can do this according to your need. So I'll use a date class of JavaScript, and here is a function toolLocale. So I'll use toolLocale string, this function. So it requires two parameters. First one is the locale and second one is options. So in the locale I'll pass enus, and the next parameter is options. So I'll pass an object containing r, and it will be of type numeric, then minute, and that will be numeric, and then r12 true. This will display time as AM/PM format. Now save this and reload the web page again, and now let's check this. Okay, so there is no notification. Now send a new test notification. Okay, so we have new notification, count is also increased, and yes, now we have the time which is 1:28 AM, my current time, and then the title which is coming from this notification which I passed in the data. So now I'll change this title. So now I'll use another notification, and now send this again. Okay, so now we have another notification which is another notification. So this is how we can use Firebase push notifications in admin dashboard and update notifications whenever we got a push notification. So now our next task is, whenever we receive a push notification, we will save this inside our database, and whenever we reload the web page, we will display count from that database table and the content from that database table. But in this tutorial I am just discussing about push notification and updating our dashboard according to that push notification. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and share with your friends as well, so I can create more valuable content for you. Follow us on other social media accounts as well. Links are in description of this video.